Hey fam, we're getting ready to get on the shuttle to Mackinac Island. Yay!
Let's do it.
Welcome to the second half of the tour, the better half, the cooler half. You know, downtown, they got you guys looking left and right all the time. There's all kinds of stuff to see, but out here, what do we see on the right? And the left? Well, congrats, that's what we're going to be looking at for an hour, so strap in. We got lots of history to cover back here, lots of stories to tell.
Today, I just dropped Michelle off at Muskegon State Beach, and I'm at the dock at the Strait. So I'm at the Muskegon Strait, which leads to Lake Michigan. But pretty cool things in and out of the Strait. You'll see there's a commercial boat over there, and then if you look way over there, there's the USS Silverside's Submarine Museum, with the museum right behind the actual submarine. And then over there you'll see a Coast Guard boat. People are able to go in and travel and as a tourist check out. But here's all the boats that are coming from Lake Muskegon going through the Strait to Lake Michigan. All right, let's throw a line out and see if we can catch, well, catch anything.
But no fish.
Hold it up so I can take a video of it.
In my crotch.
The baby fish did finally caught a fish.
Hell yeah! Is this Baby Shark?
Okay, what did you bring me over here for?
I think I made the best mushroom cheese omelet
Ever made?
that I've ever made.
In the whole entire world.
Well, that I've made.
Oh, that you've made.
Take a look at that bad boy. Hold on a second. Let's do this.
Because we got fresh mushrooms from the farmer's market in Muskegon, Michigan.
Here, what's this?
And we got cheese from Wisconsin, right?
Let's separate that. Look up in there.
Pull the top up a little bit so I can see inside. Whoa, your shadow's in the way. All right, there you got it. Straight from the man himself. The best omelet he's ever made.
Ever made. Last night in Muskegon, got the Blackstone out, get our vegetables cooked, get some chicken cooked. Mom's reading her book. Harvest kicking back. There's the lake. One last look. It's Saturday. The sun is just starting to come up. We got a ship coming across here. We're on the St. Clair River. We got our fishing pole here. We got Harvey relaxing on the boardwalk. We brought a lunch bag. Got some sandwiches. We got our low boys. And Michelle is across the street over there getting a haircut. An owner came in early and opened up his shop an hour earlier than he usually does, just so Michelle can get a haircut, because we're only in town for a couple more days in St. Clair, and then we're heading down towards Indiana. We got to have some independent suspension we're putting on, so we can make some travels across country a little easier on the trailer. So today we're just going to kick back on the boardwalk. We're going to do some fishing, have a lunch, and just enjoy St. Clair River before we have to leave. So here's one last look. The ship's going down. That's Canada over there. Yeah, there's the ship, and the sun is coming up, and it should be a nice day today. Just kicking back on the boardwalk. Look at Harvey. Just loves being out and about. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Here we are at the St. Clair River, taking Harvey on a walk on the boardwalk.
In Michigan.
In Michigan.
Hi family. It's July 7th. Happy birthday, Sophia.
July 7th?
August 7th.
August 7th.
Anyway, where are we going today?
Today we're going to take a harbor cruise. Lake Huron, actually Port Huron. And we're just going to go experience what Eastern Michigan has to offer. And it's my understanding it's going to be some industrial as well as some lighthouses. So we're just gonna go and experience it and see what it has to offer us.
Yeah.
Before we leave to head towards Indiana.
And Port Huron is actually where they have the big bridge that goes into Canada, which is about a quarter of a mile across the river here.
Right.
The St. Clair River. Yeah.
Correct.
Cool. So we'll give you some video on it.
Let's do it. Michigan National Bank, Port Huron. You get the bridge opening. And here we go. We'll be going out that way. We're sitting on the top deck. I have the Lay Huron too.
Today, however, the last few drops of oil are being wrung from the rocks where wells once flowed at a rate of 5,000 barrels a day. Today, oil is carried to the refineries from as far away as Alberta, Canada, by pipelines that stretch across Canada, the United States, and beneath the St. Clair River. Major multinational companies in Chemical Valley include Esso, Dow Chemical, DuPont, Shell Oil, and Sunoco. There are many shipwrecks in the Blue Water area of the St. Clair River, and shipwreck diving is a popular activity. There is one wreck, however, which does not require scuba gear to view. That wreck is the Sydney Smith that you can view off the starboard side on shore. If you look carefully, you can see that this dock and parking lot is actually built from the hull of a freighter. That freighter is the Sydney Smith. She sank in 1972 in a collision with another ship near what is now the Thomas Edison Inn. She was raised and floated to her present location, built with stone and concrete, and is now known as the Sydney Smith Dock. Her unloading boom still lies on the river bottom and is a popular spot for divers. Since that collision, ships are no longer permitted to meet in the rapids area under the Blue Water Bridge. We are now entering what is known as Sarnia Harbor. On the right as we enter is the government dock, which is owned by the Canadian government and used to dock a variety of large vessels, mainly over the winter, but ships will often dock here during the shipping season for maintenance and repair. Up ahead is the Sarnia Elevator Dock. Grain is the Great Lakes international trade. Ships flying the flags of nearly every maritime nation call on the lakes ports to load wheat, barley, and corn for shipment overseas. Grain from farms across Ontario is stored in giant silos such as those you see here, then loaded into ships for delivery to ports in all corners of the globe. A ship loaded here can carry enough wheat to make bread for every resident of New York City for nearly a month.
Since we're in a port in Sarnia, Canada, are those Canadian geese?
Enter the Great Lakes through what is known as the St. Lawrence Seaway. The St. Lawrence Seaway is a deep water system of canals, rivers, lakes, and locks that stretch for over 2,000 miles between the Atlantic Ocean and Duluth, Minnesota. A ship entering the Great Lakes from the Atlantic Ocean will be raised over 600 feet by the locks of the Seaway by the time it reaches Lake Superior. Coming up 152 feet overhead are the two blue water bridges. The first bridge we pass under is the new bridge that was completed in 1997 at a cost of $80 million. The second bridge is the original span that opened to traffic in 1938. Together they are one of the busiest international border crossings in the USA. Up to 20,000 vehicles cross the bridge every day. Beneath the bridges is one of the busiest waterways in the world. More cargo passes under these bridges than passes through the Suez and Panama canals combined. Huron is known as the Rapids area. It is called the Rapids for good reason. Water flows through here at a rate of more than 190,000 cubic feet per second. That's nearly twice the amount of water that goes over the Niagara Falls and 5 times the flow of the Colorado River. The current, along with wind and yacht traffic, often creates large waves here.
This museum is actually in the train station where Thomas Edison used to sell his newspapers and did different things in the train.
Old man's taste in music.
Yep, that's the Charleston type stuff.
Okay. He said, crank this until it stops. And when it stops, pull this lever down and you'll hear Thomas Edison.